All right, so today we're going to just be doing some back testing, just seeing how I like to enter trades, get out of trades, and things like that with ICT's concepts. But we're going to be trading Nasdaq, and we're just going to be, like I said, we're just going to be doing some back testing. Also, if you guys are new to the channel here, I'm a trader that's trying to become independent, professional at it, and just trying to change my life and gain that financial freedom I'm looking for. If you're new here, like I said, my name is Cameron, also known as Dr. FX, and I'm just here trying to inspire, motivate not only other people but also myself. But let's get into it. What time is it? It's about 7 o'clock. So I come to the market around like 9:30. That's when I like to trade. And I think I want to see bullish prices. We took out. Well, actually, hold on. Let me think about this first. Let me think about this. Yeah. Okay, this is the right way. So we took out sell side, and then we took out buy side. So this area right here is our dealing range. This is our dealing range because of the fact that we took sell side out and we took the buy side out. So that's how I deem, what I'm saying, from what ICT has told us in the courses and stuff like that. That's what I deem a dealing range. So I want to see, since we're at equilibrium, we're actually in a discounted price now. So since we're in a discounted price, that may mean that I want to look for some buys, depending on if it holds in this area. If it starts buying automatically, I have to be a little bit more patient. But okay, 8 o'clock. Let's go to 9 and let's see, 9. So if I was to want to get in for the buys, I would need price to. I want to see price come down in here. So we came up. Did we take this one? No, we didn't. So we're actually pushing. Yeah, see, we're pushing. So now, since we're pushing like this, now what I want to see, I would need to see some type of buy. So we took out this low right here, but is that enough for me to deem like, okay, if we get this? Because sometimes, like on a 30-second chart, this is a sell side being taken. But on the 1 minute chart, it could kind of look like, oh, nah, that's really nothing. And on the grand scheme of things, it could be nothing. But it all depends on how we react off of this level, would be my indication. See, we didn't react off of it in a way that I would want to see price react off of it. Well, let's see. So we did take buy side though. We got this placement. So let's see if we can. Okay, so we have to bring our fib down since it created a lower. You know what I'm saying? So because at first we had it here, but since price broke it, we're gonna have to keep pulling it down until it reaches up into that 50 area. But I mean, we can't keep pulling it down. If price is just going and going and going, you don't want to do that because it could go take out these lows down here, come back up to where the 50 is, but just pass straight through it because it already did what it wanted to do. It just didn't do it the way you were wanting it to do. And you can't always marry ideas. That's something I've learned. You can't just marry an idea. You have to be able to learn how to flip and switch on the fly. Okay, so it probably would have got me in like somewhere right in here. If we're thinking about commissions and all that. So about like right there, 1-to-1. All right, bet that would have been a winning trade. And the reason I took that because like at first I was like, okay, I need to look for the. At first I was like, I need to look for the sales. I'm pretty sure that's what I was saying. I wanted to look for some type of sale, but we just started buying crazy. And then I was like, okay, if we're gonna start buying crazy like that, then I want to look for buys. But then I peeped that we had taken out this sell side. Buy side. We took out this buy side liquidity right here. And not only that, but we filled in that 15-minute gap. So I was like, trying to take, even though price could still buy from here because we do have a huge displacement coming up. I knew at the moment the right trade to take was this trade, the sell, because it's textbook. You can just see it clearly. I would be stupid to not take this. But that's that trade. We won that one. You see what I'm saying? Like just because it sometimes you can get trades like counter trend in the right places at the right time. Like at these areas of liquidity is where you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to counter trend, that's where you want to take those counter trends because you're going to get that momentum you need. And you want to go for low hanging fruits. You don't want to be going for 60, 70, 80 points. Get 15, 30, maybe even 10, and then call it a day. You don't have to have the direction right every single day to win. So that trade, we won that trade. Now we just need to see what this daily candle did for the day. Okay, so it was bullish. So now I'm thinking we're going to be bullish again for the next day. I use the power of 3, something that's very simple that ICT teaches in the 2022 model, I'm pretty sure. All right, so since we've seen that day this was the day that we just traded, now we're on to the new day. You can tell by this candle right here, this is the daily candle showing up on the lower time frames. It's this indicator. It's called power of 3, higher time frame power of 3. And it shows you that daily candle. So it's really good when you're back testing because it will show you how the daily candle formed for the day. All right, so it's 6 o'clock. It's 4 a.m. 6 or 7. All right, so let's go down. So we do have sell side that has been taken up in here. Now the question is price going to want to come down a little bit more before going back up? Because I've noticed that like when price does take sell sides, if there's fair value gaps near it, it's going to reach into those fair value gaps. It may take the sell side and have some momentum off of it for a second, and then it's going to come right back up, sweep out the people who got in for the sales early, and then they're going to come back and then sell off. So they're going to get all the money that those people that were trying to sell early, get them out of the picture, and then they're going to continue to move. That's a lot of times what happens, buy and sell side. What am I trying to do here? Put this as sell side. Value gap. All right. So let's go down to the 1 minute time frame. 45. All right. 906. 913. 922. So I kind of like that it's making this down move like this. 126. Ooh. I think I'm gonna enter for the buy, even though I don't really like to trade right at 9:30 because that shit can just go crazy. But I'm liking this. Should I wait? Where will my stop loss be? Down here? Right there. So what I would say, if this trade, if price starts coming and closing below here, I may get out. If it closes and doesn't hit my stop loss, I may get out of the trade. But like that's, you have to, like as a trader and you're back testing, you have to be able to, because you get time to. So you want to look at and see where you want to take profit, where you could possibly take partials or take off, you know what I'm saying, for smaller losses and things like that. Like you want to be looking at those things and seeing. So like I said, if the price comes down here and closes below this, I think I want to think about getting out of the trade. So let's see. That motherfucker went. It touched it. Like you would have to literally be in. Like honestly, if this was real life, I probably would have been in maybe somewhere up in here. Just because that happened so quick, really didn't even touch all the way into the fair value gap. Realistically, I wouldn't be in right at the fair value gap. It would be more so a little bit up. But that motherfucker took off. And that's what I mean. Sometimes on 9:30 you can get lucky. Like sometimes you can tell where it's gonna go at 9:30. Like when 9:30 opens up, you know where it's gonna go. But sometimes what it can do is it can come all the way down here and then go to where it wants to go to. That's why it's just not safe to really try to like trade right at 9:30. Sometimes you need to let it just kind of do its thing. Like even now, you might be able to still, you know what I'm saying, get into this trade because of the fact, like, you know, you got that, and you got this. So you take the fib from the low up to the high. And I would want to be in as it dips below this 50%. You know what I'm saying? So I would want to be in that area and then take it for 30 up into here. Stop loss would be I would like this stop loss because it's below structure. And if it's going to go, it should not even be coming below the halfway point of this fair value gap right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how I like to trade. I like to trade like that. I like to see sell side being taken. I need to see displacement, and I'm not taking the trade if it does not come below the 50%. That weeds out that weeds out trades. And at first, you know, it was like, man, I don't like that because, you know, I may miss a trade, but it's not like, you gotta kind of look past that and look at it for like, this is going to help weed out the trades that don't play out for me. This is going to help me, even though it may make me take less trades, it's going to weed out the ones that are probably going to be bad. And so, you know, that's why I'm getting in my trading, because I know I can win. I'm cool. Like I already know I can win trades. That's not the problem no more. The problem is me not trusting that what I've done for the day is enough. That's the problem for me now. And I do too much or I overtrade. trying to get rich, trying to hurry up and get there, and things like that. And it's a lot harder to deal with than, like, you can say like, oh, okay, yeah, I know I need to do this and do that. But when it comes down to being in the midst of it, in the heat of the battle, it's a lot harder to handle those emotions, because your mind isn't thinking on a sober standpoint. You're thinking from an impulse standpoint. So you got to be able to snap yourself out of those thoughts of impulse and wait for the things that you want to happen, or be okay and content with the profit that you made for the day. So I think we'll do one more. All right. So that candle, it ended up going bullish again. So I'm gonna be thinking bullishness again until the market is showing me that it doesn't want to be bullish anymore. I'm gonna go into the next day thinking it's bullish. So let's see. Sorry. So now we're on to the next day. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to skip this day. It's July 4th. So it'll be a holiday. But yeah, this would not be a day that I want to trade. It's a holiday. It's probably not. It's probably going to move. Probably like Asian session, early London session or something like that. Since it didn't do anything in New York, it's going to move in that time. Like you see, like it starts taking off again in that area. So what time is that? Damn. That's what I mean. I hate when I do that. So then you just see the trade. I don't want to see the trade. All right, let's look at this shit real quick. I'm guessing this is what? Okay, that's 8:30. That's what I'm be talking about. Like 8:30 is the opening bell. Like sometimes it can do stuff like this. That's why it's not good to try and trade right when the market's opening, right when orders are starting to fill in. 9:30 happened. we took some sell side up in here, but we didn't get that like displacement that we would want to see. So this be, I want it to get, it would have to come down in there. All right, so since it came down in here, I'll take this trade. So when I'm starting, maybe I don't know if this will happen, but I've been noticing like when it comes back lethargic, like when it comes back like slow, it's going to hit off of it like early, like close to the 50%. But I feel like when it does stuff like this and it goes really, really fast down, it's going to go deeper. It may even hit my stop loss, come into this fair value gap, and then want to go up. That's a possibility. So I'm going to push my stop loss just a little bit down. So it won't be a 1-to-1. It'll be just a little bit under 1-to-1, but I'm fine with that. Let's see. All right, bet. We got that dub. Good shit. The reason why I took this one, the reason why I wanted to take this trade was because of the fact that price really has nothing stopping it from going up. So yeah, it's like, wait, but it took sell side. I mean, it took buy side. You know what I'm saying? In here, it took buy side. It'll look better on this time frame. It's like, bro, we took buy side. You know what I'm saying? We took buy side here, and we also took buy side here. So why was you thinking buy still, Cam? Well, the reason I was thinking that is because the reason I was thinking that is because, like I said, there's nothing stopping it from going up. There's nothing there. Like, we go to the hour time frame, there's literally nothing on the side of it stopping it. So I was like, well, if that's the case, I'm going to follow the trend. I'm not going to try and do something different. Now, I'm not saying that price could sell from here. Price could start plummeting from here, because we have the you know what I'm saying, textbook displacement came below, broke a short-term low. We have it with a lot, like that candle is really strong, and it's coming back up into the above the 50% of this move right here. So now we're in a premium. So if you were to take that, you know what I'm saying, it's a plausible, like, it's like, that's a trade that you could take. It's a trade you could take. But I didn't want to try and take anything, or I wasn't afraid to take a buy in the face of fair value gaps, civvies, because I know that there's, one, nothing stopping it, and two, trend is up. So that's why I would have taken this trade. But I also got to account for things like fair value gaps that it could come down to. So that's why I made a decision to push my stop loss just a little bit down more, because it could come down into here, maybe come down to the halfway point. That's where I would want to see it stop and then start to reverse again. But you have to account for those type of things. So it's okay to not have a one-to-one every single time, but it's not okay to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it, because eventually you're going to blow your account because you're losing more money than what you're actually gaining. But sometimes it's okay, and sometimes it's necessary. And then in this case, it was necessary. I want to see actually what it's going to do. Yeah, like, see, y'all, it's just, you see how it just kind of like ignores this gap. It ignores these gaps because the narrative and the bias is for the up. It's bullish. So that's why you have to back test this stuff, because then you start picking up on things like that. Because I used to be so fucking confused when it would be like this, and then I would get in for the sale and it would buy on me. I'm like, bro, why the fuck is it buying? It just took buy side. It just made this placement, so it should be working. But it's more than just the strategy. It's the narrative and the bias that you have to couple with it in order to get the right trades. And this was the right trade here, to take the buy instead of the sales, because there was nothing there for us to take sales other than it took buy side liquidity. But if you look at the daily chart, we've been going up for I don't know how long. You see what I'm saying? So, like, why would I be trying to sell in that? All right. I ain't gonna lie, I said that was the last one, but I want to do one more. This should be fun, bro. This should be fun, because it really makes you think. I like back testing because it gives you time to really make decisions. And so you get used to doing that, and then you can do it quicker when you're in the market. Now you're in the market, you're like, okay, bet, this is what I need to do, boom, boom, boom. All right, because like, even though, yes, it's, you can pretty much take as much time as you want on any candle, but these candles they still take time. Like, this still a whole minute. Like, once you get better and get good at trading, it's not going to take you that long to realize, okay, boom, I need to put my stop loss here. Well, maybe I need to adjust it because this gap is right here, so I'll take it, boom, adjust it. And the way I explained to y'all, it took a longer time, but in the market, it doesn't take that long. I can think it real quick and be like, okay, bet, boom, I need to take it here, put it here, because I do this, I practice. So, all right, let's go to the next day. So we pretty much seen that, like, damn, look at that candle, that motherfucker, shit. All right, so I'm still thinking bullish. I'm still thinking bullish. All right, it's the next day. And I like how we got that consolidation. in there. We got, what time is it? So 12 a.m., so where's 7 at? So, okay, so at 7, So we to find the Asian low, to find the Asian low and the Asian high, you want to start at 7. You take the low of from 7 to 12. You take the low, that was the low, and then this was the high during that time. Actually, hold on, let me make sure. So 7 started there. This, I think this would actually be the high. I could be wrong about that one, but I'm gonna use that one as the Asian high. And so really, if I wanted, what would make me even more confident is coming into the market, because obviously I'm not trading at this time. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I would want to see price take out the high first, then come take out this low. The Asian low, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it won't do it. But we took out buy side here. Well, we didn't take it out yet, actually, which is actually really good. I actually like that. How we didn't take this yet. So let me start going down to the lower time frames. And so when I get down to these lower time frames, that's why I want to start looking for even more sell side liquidities. And if it takes out these lows and stuff like this, like if it takes out this low right here and it starts showing me displacement, I'll take it. Ah, damn. It already took it. It already took it. Now, if I was a trader that come in at 8:30, I could possibly get this. Nah, I don't think I would have gotten this trade because it didn't come down to the 50%. I would have needed this candle to come down into here. That's why I would have wanted that. But it didn't do that. And since we already took the high, I'm not going to keep pushing out my fib. I'm not going to keep pushing out my fib, trying to get it, because what can happen is it can come down, break straight through that, because we already took the buy side. So it might want to take a sell side, which it could, which we still have that Asian low that price hasn't taken out yet. So price could sell all the way down in here, but I don't necessarily want that. I don't necessarily want the sales. Okay, we took some sell side. But I don't like this. I just don't like this displacement. I don't like that. It could go, but I don't like that. So I'm gonna wait. Now this is where it's gonna get interesting. This is where I want to see what price is gonna do. I knew that I had to wait, because you come into here, this could have been a trade. Had we only been thinking about it from a strategy standpoint and not bias and narrative in time. We take it here, you get about 15, and then it comes to stop you out, because it's not bearish, it's bullish. And because it's bullish, it's going to ignore those bearish indicators to get you into a bearish trade. And so now what I would want and what I would want to see, but then again, what could also happen is price could, because it only took a little bit of the buy side, it could come up, take more of the buy side. So if we start reaching up and then we start getting some crashing down, I don't know if I'm going to want to take that. I want to be a little bit more patient. But if we can get price coming down into the 50 before really taking off, I like that. All right, so we came down a little bit into it. So I'm going to say I'll be in like right there. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like how I can put my stop loss underneath all that. Because then that just tells me like I was just wrong about the trade that comes down there. I was wrong about not the trade, but the entry. I was wrong about the entry. Yeah, damn. Damn. See, that's what I was talking about. Comes up, takes a little bit, comes up again, takes more of it. Yeah. That's just more so like that trade just I could have been a little bit more patient, but at the same time it's like, hey, you're gonna lose some. You're gonna lose some trades. Yeah, this is just a mess right now. This is just a mess. Yeah, it finally started, but it was so sloppy up in here. It just started consolidating. And then around 11, yeah, that motherfucker took off. So, I mean, this video is already kind of long, I ain't gonna lie, so I'm probably just gonna end it here. We ended on a loss. I think we had like, what, 2 or 3 wins? Something like that, maybe 4. So, you know, we took one loss. That's okay. That's gonna happen. We still was profitable, and that's what counts. So I hope that y'all enjoyed that. I hope that y'all can learn something from that and just learn from the mistakes that I made, the correct decisions that I made today. If you're here and you're still watching this video, I applaud you. Because a lot of people aren't going to stay for this whole entire video. So if you're someone who stayed, you're definitely one of the ones who want to be great, who want to be successful in this. So if you want to be great, you want to be successful, please like and subscribe to the channel, because I'm trying to build a community with like-minded people. If you aren't willing to grind, you ain't willing to shine. It's simple.